dataset which we got from Walmart, and it contains details like transaction ID, date, store location, product category, sales amount, stock level, weather impact, discount applied, supplier, lead time dates, and also delivery timers. So this is the data, and the project that I've been given to do is so we supposed to analyze the summary statistics. So to calculate the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation for the sales amount, stock levels, and delivery times. So let me go through that. So yeah, this is how you go. So first, what I did was summary statistics for sales amount particularly. So what I did was I go to I go to data, and then I went to data analysis. So you get a screen like this. So here what I did was I go to descriptive statistics, select it, and when I give OK, so this is how I do the input range. I selected from the previous data as I showed from sheet 1, this data, and then after that the new worksheet, the destination of the address I give it as in sheet 2, and then I click the summary statistics, this box, and I click OK. So when I get this, when I click on OK, this is what I get. I get the sales amount, the stock level, the delivery time as all in mean, median, mode, standard deviation, kurtosis, skewness as, but what we only expected was mean, median, mode, and also the stock like of the three sales, stock level, and delivery times. So that is the first question. So let us go to the second question. Second question is sales distribution analysis. So they're asking us to visualize sales trends across different product categories to identify the best selling and low selling items. Okay, so let me go to the second one. Okay, so the second one, what I exactly did was I went to the data, selected all, click on insert, and you see this option here, pivot chart. So when I click this down, I go to pivot chart and pivot table. So once I click this, so the table range is this table, this data, and where I want to present is either new or existing. So I click the new worksheet, I put the location, and when I click on OK, I get data like this. So basically this was not there. So these are the data you get over here, and how to use a pivot table is you have to click and drag to the particular things to get the particular data you need. So what they're asking us to do is to calculate the sales trends across different product categories. So first we need is to identify the best selling and best non-selling products. So basically we need two things for this. One is the store location, because across different areas they're asking, and one is the sales amount. So what we do is bring the store location to rows and bring the values to the sales amount to values, and when you bring it here, click on this and go to value field settings and make it as sum. Summarize the field value as sum. So when you do that, you get this. So for each product you see how much percentage is sold, and you can see I think electronics is the highest out of all. So this is how you get the particular data. Yes, so coming to the third question. Third question is assess the stock availability across different store locations and across different product categories. Okay, so they're asking to analyze stock level analysis. So you have to do the exact same thing. So go to sheet 1, select the whole thing, insert pivot table pivot chart to a new worksheet, and then you get this. So this is also the same, almost the same. So you just need store location and the sales amount. So you just drag it to values, drag it to rows. And to insert this chart, you have to go to insert, go to like whatever chart you like. There's like pie charts, bar charts, and different types of charts in those charts. So this is how you get the third question. It's quite simple. So let us go to the fourth question, where seasonal demand trends. So what they're asking is to analyze how sales fluctuate across different seasons and during special events like Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Okay, so again, the first step is still the same. You just have to like go to the first sheet, click the whole thing, insert, pivot chart, new worksheet. So here what you do is you have like two things, and it's exactly the same thing as the second and third question. You just involve two things, store location and also the sales amount. But only one new thing is, oh sorry, for seasonal demand trends it's completely different. Only the sales amount is the same. So bring the sales amount to values, and event impact. You have an option called event impact. Yes, event impact. Drag and drop it to columns, and seasonal demand to rows. So what you get is you get like row labels. So you get like moderate, off peak, and peak. So for Black Friday, how much are the sales? Cyber Monday, how much are the sales? Holiday season. So all this, and you get the grand total. So what you can do is to insert this chart, you just have to same insert chart, and you get like a different types of chart. Let me explain. So yeah, you get like this. You get like 2D columns, 3D columns, 3D bars. So what you do is, what charts like makes us do is it makes us more easy to understand. So like this, see the greens are the holiday season, the light blue is Black Friday. So you get a like deeper understanding here. So this is for the fourth question. Let us go for the fifth. So fifth, what they're asking is the weather impact on sales. So they're asking us to examine whether conditions influence the sales patterns. Okay. So when you go to the fifth one, so to analyze the sales and the weather, you just need two things. Practically speaking, you just take the sales and also the weather impact. So sales always goes to values, and weather impact goes to rows. So this is basically simple. You get like, so you get in rows, you get moderate, non, and severe, and during that sales amount you get. So this is a simple bar diagram. So which shows during none the sales has been more. So that's what happened here, and exactly you have to repeat the first step as usual. So I'm not repeating that, because for everything you have to do the same thing. Go to the table, insert pivot chart, and new worksheet. Okay, let us go to the sixth question. So sixth question is supplier performance analysis. So what you have to do is you have to evaluate supplier reliability scores to identify the most reliable suppliers. Okay. So same, the first step, do the same thing, and to get the supplier, you just need just one. So you have a separate option from the data, supplier reliability score. So what you do is drag it to values, and maybe you can like, you can even calculate it through sums, like as I told before, like value field settings. So just put sum and a simple like bar chart. So you get a simple reliability score here for all the suppliers. So that's how it's done. So the seventh one is, let's go to the seventh one. Seventh one is event-based sales analysis. Compare sales volumes during normal periods versus peak event days. So they are telling us to calculate the sales during the normal days and peak selling days. Okay, so what you basically do here is similar to the third or fourth question. So event back to, so drag, click and drag event back to columns, and also the sum of sales amount to values. So when you get this, you get a tabular column like this. So you get the sum of sales on different days, and also create a like bar chart, because bar charts are the ones which are easier to understand. So you get all this where you can see none, during none you have like lot of sales. So irrespective of the events, the days you don't have anything, the sales is more. Okay, let us go to the eighth question. So the eighth question is access the spoilage rate across different product categories. So for spoilage rate, what you have to do is you have to take two things. One involved is product category, and another one is the sum of spoilage rate. You have a separate option. So click and drag spoilage rate to values and product category to rows. So you basically get this where you get for each thing, clothing, electronics, grocery, you get the spoilage rate, and you also can access the grand total. So you get a bar diagram like this. So one change what you have to do is you can even edit this. You just get a spoilage rate here, or you can also type spoilage rate versus product category to make it more understandable. Okay, so that is the eighth question done. So let us go to the ninth one. So ninth one is customer buying patterns. Determine the most popular product categories in different store locations. Again, this is like a direct question. So when you go to ninth one, so basically two things. It's quite direct in the question itself, so you might identify it easily. One is the store location and product category. So product category obviously goes to rows, and store locations go to the values. One difference here is when you go to value field settings, instead of sum average, you're looking of the number of stores. So what you do is give this option called count and give OK. So when you give count, you get the number of stores and not the sum, right? So for clothing, there are different locations, 390 locations, electronics is 353, grocery 321, and all the rest. So this is the ninth question done. Okay, down to a last thing, two questions. Okay, delivery time performance. So analyze the average delivery time per location. Again, a direct question, easy to understand. Same, complete the first step, insert the pivot table. So when you come to 10th one, store location, two rows, and delivery time you have a separate one, delivery time hours. So put these two values. They're asking the average. So average, again, go here, click on this value field settings, and when you click this, click on average and click OK. So that you get the average delivery time here for each like store location in India, Germany, and you can create different charts, but bar chart is easier to understand. So as you can see here, Mexico has an edge over UK, so they're almost the same. So delivery time hours is more efficient there. So coming to our last question, store location performance. Compare sales performance across different store locations to identify high performing and underperforming regions. So they're asking us to calculate the store location performances. So again, for store location performance, you need store location and also the sales amount, right? So without the sales amount, you cannot analyze how they perform, right? So store location again to rows, sales amount again to values, but this time you give it as sum in value field settings. So when you give this, you get a totally different from the previous chart, because the previous one was average. So this is like sum. So as you can see here, Canada and USA, they're almost the same, but Canada gets the edge over UK in the sales in different store locations. So yeah, we are pretty much done here. So this is my mini project, and I taught you all how to analyze different types of data and using Excel. So thank you.